Sacha and Andre, mate, boys, congratulations on completing a really successful 2017 Rookie Me Junior Academy. First and foremost, congratulations, I guess, and you should take a lot of confidence from the commitment it takes and the sacrifice you do give up to come to the school holiday program and give up time with friends and family to try and better your footy. And now I know that obviously your involvement with the program, got a tight connection with Adzi and Davey and all of us here. But I think when you turn up, it still is on your shoulders to get the most you can possibly out of it. I think it can't go unnoticed though the commitment that it does take for young athletes to try and better themselves. So well done first and foremost on that. Look, as your head coach, I'll go through a bit of a summary of each of you when I wrap up at the end of this. But I wanted to go through a bit of a review of the season and talk through what we've learnt this year. For you guys at your age, it's important that we build a really solid base of education for you. That you understand the things we're trying to get across in a skills, leadership or high performance point of view that we can take into next year and we can continually build upon as you get older. Okay, so I've had the chance to sit down with each of the coaching staff and go through each of the subjects, and I'll put together a bit of a review. So I've just got something here that I want to go through with you. So I spoke with Pendles first, and we obviously looked into the skills within the academy. Reviewing the skills is obviously the most important aspect of your development at this stage. So skills are something that you can never do too much of. The fundamental skills is obviously the execution of the skills that you go through. The game sense is more about in your mind and how you see the game, and then the combat is the physical side. So if we break each of these down, the fundamental skills, again, focusing around kicking, ball handling, and handballing. I recommend you get online, download the Fun 550 documents, the breakdown of some of the skills or drills you can do for each of the areas of the skills. But you can never do too many skills. Grab a footy, have it in your hands 24/7 between now and the start of next year. Your focus needs to be to become the most skilled player in your team prior to the start of next season. It's something that you will do throughout your whole footy career, and I can't emphasise it enough. You'll probably get sick of us saying it by the time you're done. But that's from fundamental skills point of view. From a game sense point of view, again, this is above the shoulders. So the way you understand the game. So 3 phases of the game: we have it, they have it, it's in dispute. Really need you to start getting a great understanding of what each of these phases are and the importance of each one. So when I talk about building a base of education at your age, it's all about this sort of stuff. So understanding that these are the phases. The next few years that we go through your game sense education, we'll start to really build upon these 3 areas and these 3 phases of the game. From a positional point of view, I challenge you to look on the field and really start to identify other positions you can play. The players who have a lot of variety in their game become the most valuable. Okay, so really looking to see how you can add another string to your bow by playing other positions. Combat skills at your age, it's all about technique. It's not about throwing yourself in there because it's likely you'll get injured if you're going with the wrong technique. But we looked at tackling, shepherding, smothering, repeat efforts, and just looking to make sure you're protecting yourself when it comes to the physical side of the game. Okay. From a high performance point of view, I sat with Darcy and we're really excited about a few aspects of our high performance and just building on education for you at your age. From a combine testing point of view, exposing you to the testing, putting you through the sprint, the agility, the vertical, using those intricate and specifics of each of the tests to help you develop as you get older are going to be really, really important. So to expose you at such a young age it's a really positive thing from our point of view. And then I guess the next thing is that we really want to challenge you is about using the numbers, and I'll go through it in a minute with the website, but I'll really explain how we can use the numbers to the best of our abilities on the website, but really starting to understand what these numbers mean and what we want to try and reach. And it's such an important one with your physical conditioning because it's such a big part of footy, is how how well tuned you are as an athlete as well. That's why we're so excited about that side of it. The Rookie Me warm-up, just reverting back to that education we went through the movement, mobility and footy. So just adding these things prior to any activity. So whether you're playing or training, just adding some key things around some movements or some actions that you're going to be going through when you play. So whether it's ground balls or it's overhead marking or running side to side, changing direction, doing movements that are going to relate to the way you play, it's going to help you prepare best to play. Recovery, remembering, we're going to the beach, we're doing stretching sessions. There's documents online around stretching, so if you want to make sure you download that and have the stretching session there, so you can continually look to get more flexible and recover better through those techniques. It's another really important part of your high performance and making sure your body's prepared. And then nutrition. The thing for you guys at your age is healthy choices is the main thing. And look, I'm not saying that you need to be measuring your food or counting calories or anything like that. There's no way in the world I want you to be thinking like that. It's just more about setting good habits and making a few little choices. So as you can see in the picture, if you've got a choice between water and soft drink, just make those choices, those smart choices. And as I said, it's all about just setting good habits. And then from a leadership point of view, sitting with Dan, the two areas that we looked at were the goal setting and the trademarking. So goal setting, you've continually got the documents online to get on there, download the goal setting document and go through that. And between now and the end of the season, the start of next year, it's not about necessarily about your on-field stuff, but it can be just anything. But we just want to keep you consistently setting good habits. So whether it's walking the dog twice a week, or it's making your bed every day, or it is getting up doing your fundamental 550 twice a week, whatever. Set some goals, tick them off. Keep the habits of ticking off your goals. All right, it's a really important one. And then looking at your trademark. So the other side of leadership is trying to stand for something. So when you progress and get to our elite level, we really have a high emphasis on standing for what you say you're going to be. And these words are what we wanted to try and effectively have as a focus for our junior group at camps. And we're always super enthusiastic, we're supportive of each other, and we're really respectful, whether it's of coaches or of venues. But for you specifically, mate, look, aim to continually challenge yourself, put yourself in situations that feel a little bit awkward, ask questions, stand up in front of a whole group and make a speech. Really challenge yourself to keep putting yourself out there. And as I said before, it's already a great testament to your character that you turned up, you're turning up to events like this, but continually challenge yourself to keep going with that. All right. Looking at the online system, I really want to make sure that you understand the power that the system has and the abilities that you do have, when gaining these numbers. Now, I'll look at my profile and just as an example. So, right here I've got my numbers on the system, and the beauty of this is whether or not you come to a Rookie Me event or you're testing at school, you can put these numbers in all year. And what those numbers do, if you consistently put them in, is it starts to build you a bit of a graph of progression, and to see exactly where you're at, and whether that's your ability score or it's a 20-meter sprint or whatever. That's where you can get the most benefit out of consistently putting numbers in. And I guess what the Rookie Me system's known for is the rookie list. This is where you can compare yourself against. If you look here, there's 151 pages of around 20 per page. So there's thousands and thousands of people that you can compare against from all over the country, different states, different playing positions. You can really start to grasp what levels you're at and what levels you want to try and reach. Okay, so for me, if I compare myself, a ruckman, I can look at any of the groups that I'm in, so any of the teams I play for, anyone who's following me, I'll click everyone. And any of the tests that I want to look at, 20-meter sprint, agility, again, I'll go ability. And if I click that and I filter that, it starts to paint a picture that's relevant to me. So here I've got all the ruckmen in the system. There's around 120 to 150 ruckmen on the system, so I can look here and I see I'm ranked number 3. So from here I can go over here and start to compare. I look at this, and Jordan Smith's in our Elite Academy along with Josh Hicks. Click those guys, click onto compare, then all of a sudden I'm using that data and I'm actually starting to really see where my numbers stack up against guys that I'm competing against or I'm chasing down. So it's a really cool tool, and as I said, you can see what teams they play for, the ages they are, and you can really start to grasp that. And I guess the cool thing about Rookie Me is that we've been lucky enough in the last couple of years to have some guys that have been using the system be drafted or having AFL players. So you literally could sit here on draft night, and anyone who gets drafted, you can literally log in and see if they're on the system, and you can start comparing against guys that are being drafted as they go. So here, Matty Cruz is obviously one of the premier ruckmen in the AFL. I can chuck him in, and I can start to see some numbers. So it's a really cool tool that it's important that you understand how you can access it. Something else really cool is the news page. So you obviously love your footy. So here's somewhere that it's got great little stories that have we've got some great writers that get on and write some really in-depth stories for us, and make sure you get on there and check that out as well. I guess the other main thing being the Rookie Me Junior Academy page. This is where information throughout the year we talk, but mainly going through to the club room and downloading these documents and getting the most out of the system that you possibly can. It's a really critical part of our program, and to make sure that you're getting the most out of it. Just a reminder there to get on and do that. So and you'll notice in the email that we sent through, there was a few links on there that are important that I go through. So looking at the Rookie Me Parents page, so making sure you pass on to mum and dad this page, this closed group that we've created on Facebook. It's an initiative that we threw up this year as a way for parents to be supported by each other, but also by us. So easily communicate and contact with us, and parents get on there and show how their kids are developing and progressing, and playing 150 games and all that sort of stuff. So it's a really cool addition to what we've done. And so make sure mum and dad, all you got to do is go to the Rookie Me page, get on there, you go down, you'll click on it, send through a link, someone, the admin at Rookie Me will accept you, and you'll be a part of the group. So it's a really cool addition, so make sure you pass that on to mum and dad. And then the final one was the refer a friend. At Rookie Me, we're really keen to find like-minded athletes, and for you who know the challenges of Rookie Me, the commitment, the fun, the education that we try to teach. We want to give you the chance to refer on some friends that are just as keen as you, but also get a benefit from it. So as soon as you sign up to next year's academy, you'll be sent an email with all the information in it, but you'll have the opportunity to send through a refer to some friends and give them a discount straight away. So you give them a 5% discount on the academy straight away, plus you'll receive 5% reimbursed back to you, up to 50%. So the more athletes you refer, the more reimbursement you get, and the more discount you get. So it's a cool opportunity, and something that we wanted. I just wanted to make sure that, again, you understand and you can be across that. So to wrap it all up, boys, I guess from the review, it's really important that you take away little things, and you understand exactly what each of the lessons and the subjects that we went throughout the year, and focus on a few little things as you head into the off season, also to start the next year. Okay, but look, as your head coach, I couldn't be prouder of the way you handle yourselves at camps. I know it's easy for you too sometimes to get a bit carried away with some of your mates around and you're hanging out with them, but generally speaking, you're very respectful. You both got great character. As footballers, Sacha, I definitely feel like you're becoming more confident with the way you play footy. I feel that you're, the last couple of years, I guess, being in this environment more and more often is only going to help you continually get better and better. But you're quite a surprise packet. I think when you've got the ball in your hands, you rarely make wrong decisions with it. You're neat with your skills. You're hard at it when the ball's there to be won. So I think from a footy point of view, you're really, you're progressing along really nicely. Continue to challenge yourself with the ball in your hands, and you and your brother grabbing a footy regularly as you possibly can, and looking to get better at the skill side of it. And as I said before, really aiming to come back as the best skilled players that you both can be. Okay. From a character point of view, mate, can't question that. I feel that you bring a lot to the program. You're a great kid to coach. You're very coachable, but also very very respected by your teammates. And I feel that all the guys that play with you really enjoy having you as a part of the team. So well done, Andre, mate. Just a great character. You're a cheeky little bugger, but you bring a great enthusiasm to the program and learn. And I think the biggest thing about you, mate, that's such a positive is that you're a leader. You have great influence over other people, and sometimes you can use that to more so improve you, and you sort of just you're happy and you're having fun. But along your journey as you get older, mate, you can really use that as a really important tool in life or on the footy field, and you can help people get better as you move through your life, mate. So it's a really cool attribute. In terms of your footy, mate, not too dissimilar to Sash. I think we're progressively seeing you develop well in your footy, but I just there's nothing going to substitute work for you two boys. Continually having a ball in your hands, continually using opportunities to get better at your simple skill stuff. That's going to be the most important thing for you guys as we get moving through development. But all in all, well done. Look forward to seeing you guys smash it out in the carnival, and come and enjoy yourself at the combine. So I don't need to tell you to call me if you need anything, because I'll probably see you in the office at some stage. But always enjoy hanging out with you guys and helping you get better. So if I can do anything or can help, please just ask. All right. I'll see you guys soon.